Okay, so what is up, everyone? My name is Tim, aka Timmy Johns. Call me whatever you like, doesn't matter to me. I wanted to make this video to kind of introduce myself to the Lineage 2 community. I'm a new player. Technically, I guess you could call me a returning player. After like a decade, when I was in like middle school, early high school, I played a little bit like the Chronicle 2, Chronicle 3, and then I played some private servers, whatever. But now I'm like 27 years old. That was a thing of the past. So I've been playing on the official Chronos server now for about 2.5 weeks, coming up on 3 weeks next week. But essentially, what I noticed is that when I started playing this game, I was absolutely clueless. I had no clue what to do. The game is totally different. If you are a old player considering returning, you are going to have no idea. You're like, what the hell is this? This game is totally different. It's not the same game. And that's very true. I was looking up, I was trying to find like, oh, what's the most efficient way I should be leveling? Because I remember back in the day, I was like, there was like most efficient ways to get to like level 20. But anyways, I was looking up the things like that, like most efficient ways to level. What gears should I be looking for? Should I be buying stuff in the L2, the cash shop, essentially? Now, day one, day two, or is that something I should wait and do? So what I'm going to start trying to do is, as I'm finding these things out, because luckily I have discovered a group of people in the game that are super nice. Shout out to Queen Smiles and that whole crew. They have been helping me tremendously. I got into a Discord, and also there's a guy named Clobberstomp. He's like the only other person that's making videos on YouTube right now for Lineage that are like kind of helpful how-to videos. And he has a Discord. Everyone in there, if you have questions, they're super helpful. They're not going to make fun of you, things like that. But my dog just dropped her bone, so that was probably really loud. But anyways, essentially, once I start to find this stuff out, because what I'm discovering is that a lot of this information is like tribal knowledge. There's no guides anywhere. There's no information out there currently, even on like the official forums. There's not even like a how-to or guide section. I'm pretty sure back in the day there was at least like people were making guides on how to play the game or most efficient ways to do things. None of that happens anymore. So I'm hoping that as I start finding this stuff out, as I'm progressing through the game, things that I can't find anywhere, I'm going to try to make some videos, upload them, pass that information along. Hopefully it's something that can help you. But we'll see. So essentially what in this video, I'm just going to kind of go over this list of stuff that's either for brand new players, which who knows if those even exist, players that are trying to return, or, people like me kind of that are just, okay, let's go play an MMO, or especially if you are somebody that's working from home, this game is perfect for you right now, and you'll see why. But anyways, for those of you that are playing the game currently, experienced on the game, you're stop watching now. You won't care. But essentially, I've made this list. It's essentially a list from a beginner for beginners. And what I mean by that is, I'm 2.5 weeks in the game. This is stuff I wish I would have known on day 1, day 2, day 3, first week, whatever. So I'll just give you guys something to look at least while I talk, so you don't have to look at my ugly face. But essentially, the things I want to cover. So right now, to get from level 1 to 85 takes 30 minutes. 30 minutes, maybe an hour at most if you're like distracted. But back in the day, I know it used to take like literally years to get to level 85. That is not the case anymore. You essentially get a quest from an NPC that you spawn next to. They give you scrolls that you use in your inventory that teleport you to where you need to go. You kill 30 mobs. They give you a scroll to teleport back to the NPC. You just keep redoing this over and over and over again. You do a couple class change quests that are just talk to somebody or kill one mob, whatever. And then next thing you know, you're level 85. I am not kidding you when I say it should not take you longer than an hour. The next point that kind of ties into this all is that botting now is like a part of the game. I don't know. I mean, those of you that have played back in the day know how bad of a problem it was. It essentially killed the game. There was no way to get to end game, really. I mean, it was possible, but you had to be a psychomaniac to do so. But in order to get to the end game, you pretty much had to bot. There was no other way to do it. It's insane how grindy this game is. So obviously the game became overrun with botters and Adena farming and stuff like that. So NCSoft's approach to fixing this was literally like incorporating botting into the game. So as you can see right now, I'm not playing. I'm not touching the keyboard. I'm running 6 of these characters right now that are playing on a couple different computers, because you can only have three clients running on one machine at a time. And all you do, you can see over here, you have this auto target. Just turn it on, create macros, put it in the attack slot, and you're good to go. It's as simple as that, and it's pretty cool because now people just set up groups and just let them go for days at a time. But yeah, then that kind of takes me back to once you get to level 85, you know, it should have just been 30 minutes, 45 minutes, however long to get there. Going from 85 to 99 is kind of like the next little milestone area. That should take a few hours, like, I don't know, 5-6 hours, depending on how much vitality and things like that you have. But no more than like a day at most if you're doing it like really slow or something. I don't know, but it shouldn't take much longer than a day. Then at this point you'll be level 99. Once you get level 99, this should be like your second day in the game or whatever. You need to go to Blazing Swamp. Let me say that again. Go to Blazing Swamp. Did you get it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Go to Blazing Swamp. Okay, go to Blazing Swamp. That's where I am right now, if you don't know, on this character. At level 99, you will go to Blazing Swamp, or I guess you could try going to War-Torn Plains if you're not an archer, but I've never been there, but I guess it's kind of equivalent. But either way, Blazing Swamp is your best. It's going to be the best XP, and then you'll get these things called Exalted Quests, which I'm about to talk about. But when you get to Blazing Swamp, don't be a dumbass like me and dual box a buffer and then only do a duo. Don't do that. Either create a party or join a party. Come into the game down here, click on your thing, click on party, and look, you'll see, look how many BS parties there are. There is always BS parties, no matter the time of day. Just join a party. It is going to make it go so much faster. I think I was still on the first Exalted quest. When I finished the first Exalted quest, I was like level 103. So I was killing so much slower. And then when I joined a group, I finished the second Exalted quest in like a day. It's so much faster. That takes me to my next point, and that's do your Exalted quests. The game gives you gear at like level 40 or something, but that will only last you for so long. Eventually, in order to do well in Blazing Swamp and some of your daily quests and things like that, you will need the Exalted quests. Exalted gear, which you get from the Exalted quest. So as you can see right here, I'm on the third one, third Exalted. But once you get 99, I think you have like an introductory quest in Blazing Swamp, but then that's only to kill a couple hundred mobs. Then you get your first Exalted quest. It'll say first Exalted and then some other name. You need to kill 40,000 mobs here, War-Torn Plains, any of the level 99 areas. And then you go turn that in, and you'll get all your Exalted gear. You get a weapon, armor, all that stuff. And it's pretty decent stuff. It will get you to 105, especially once you finish the second Exalted quest. You get some dyes, you get a enchant stone or whatever to make your Exalted even better, your weapon even better. So you want to make sure you knock those out and stay there. Even if you get to the third Exalted and you're still in Blazing Swamp, or still not 105, just stay in Blazing Swamp. From what I've been told, I don't know, because I haven't finished my third Exalted quest yet. I've heard that it's not worth leaving Blazing Swamp to go and do the third Exalted. Like, the rewards aren't that good. So I would personally recommend staying in Blazing until 105. That's what I did. I'm on my dual class right now. You can see he's about to hit 105. Once I do that, then I'm gonna progress on out of here, but I'll talk about that later. But this takes me to my next point of, once you get to 105, I'm just the messenger here. Don't murder me, don't shoot me, don't roast me, whatever, for saying this, but once you get to 105, in my opinion, you will be stuck here unless you want to put real life money into this game through the NC shop or whatever it's called. What I mean by that is, I mean, yes, you can get to 106, maybe even 107 eventually, but it's going to take you months and months. If you don't have your vitality bonus, you can see down here in the bottom left, I have 225% vitality bonus. I'll talk about that in a second, but if you don't get better gear, if you don't have the vitality, it's going to take you ages to do anything in this game. You probably won't even be able to get parties because you're just going to die because your gear's not going to be good enough. So you got to make the decision early on. Are you going to put money into this game? Yes or no? If no, this game is probably not going to be for you, and I'm sorry about it, but that's just the way it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm still only 2.5 weeks into the game, but from what I can tell so far, you've got to put money into this game. I don't know how you couldn't. So with that being said, if you are going to put money into the game, I recommend the Prestige Pack, which you get from the L2 Lineage 2 website. It's like a $15 subscription fee that just re-goes every month. That gives you like boosted Adina and items and things like that. And then you have the Destiny Pack, which you get from the L2 store, which, believe it or not, took me like a day to figure out how to get into the L2 store, but it's just this button over here. Come in here, search up Destiny Pack. That's what gives you the 200% XP, 200% vitality. It gives you this thing, which I forgot to open today, but it gives you a this cube that gives you random items or something like that. It's worth it, in my opinion, at least, speaking as somebody that is fortunate enough to have money to be able to put into a game. If you are going to put money in the game, that's like top priority. But yeah, so if you are going to put money in the game, buy those items. They're worth it. That then takes me to my last point on my list, and wish I would have known the importance of this. Literally, like I said, day 1, day 2, once I was level 99, and that is to do your dailies. So one of them right now, you don't have many of them before 105, but you have this special hunting zone. I've already done it today, but you would see abandoned coal mines. Do that. You get one run, which is an hour long every day. Get a group for it. You can't solo it. I mean, you can if you have the right buffs and gear and stuff, but your best way doing it as a newbie would be get a group through that group finder, go to abandoned coal mines, AoE the whole room, do whatever you got to do. You will get crazy good XP from it. It's the best XP possible at that level. And then also you have a daily instance in Aiden where you kill Castilla or Castilla, I don't know how to say it, but you wanna make sure to do that. I didn't do that for the first week or two. Now I'm missing out because you get buffs that you get like 3 different items, and they give you XP, they give you boost to your stats and stuff, and you want to take those items, and then when you go to coal mines, use those items in coal mines or save them till after 105, whatever you prefer. But that will really help. So yeah, that really is kind of my base beginner list. What I've kind of got, what I think I want to do here in the future is I want to start coming up with these videos, like I said, of things I learn. Like, for example, what do you do at 105? I have looked all over the internet, the forums, YouTube, anywhere. I cannot find any information on where do I go at level 105. I mean, yeah, you have your in-game thing that like tells you, okay, this is recommended for this level, but what is the most efficient way? So I'd like to come up with videos that kind of like, I'm going to take my party, or maybe just my archer and buffer or something, I don't know. Go to all the different zones that are available at level 105, do an hour, track how much XP and money you get, see which one's most efficient, and then give you kind of things like that. Also, I think I want to try doing stuff like what's most efficient money-making ways, things you should be doing on a daily basis, all that fun stuff. Stuff that, yeah, you'll be able to find out eventually, but for now, if you're a new player, it's just going to be a source of, hey, come and get it. You'll get what you need. You don't have to ask stupid questions, and then people freak out and make fun of you. You can ask me dumb questions because I probably don't know the answer either, but I have no shame and I have no problem asking dumb questions. So I'll probably find out the answer for you. But anyways, that's all I really wanted to cover in this video. If you guys have suggestions or anything on what you would like to learn about as a new player or whatever, feel free, obviously, to leave a comment or whatever. But for now, that's all I got, and hopefully I will have some more videos here in a few days. We'll see. Thanks.